Let me bless alias real quick. Hold on before we really start. I'm about to put this shit on pause in a second, but shout out to the GOAT. Gonna wanna gonna. Gonna wanna shoulda. I see you with it, I'm with it, my nigga, let's get it. I don't care what anybody says, I'm sorry. Gunna's a GOAT of melodies, of fucking features, of single albums. Fucking. What can, like, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Gunna wanna. You on top, bro. You fucking on top. You blessed, my nigga. 100% I ain't gonna lie to you. That whole dripper drown. Which dripper drown is this? I think where the dude turned into a merman. Or was this even dripper drown? Yeah, dripper drown 2. I knew it. Dripper drown 2 and Wanna is probably my two favorite albums for Gunna. It's like Gunna is the only artist I know so far. Okay, well let me not say that. But the only artist after Young Thug to perfect Young Thug's sound. There's a lot of rappers out here that copy the fuck out of Young Thug with like his harmonies, his um the way he uses his instrument as a voice, the way he kind of um creates his own rhyme schemes and just the melodies that he incorporates and perfecting that singing rapping type of flow, if that makes sense. Gunna perfected it, but he not only perfected it, he created a new class for himself. Um, where essentially this dude floats on every beat like he's the old man from Up, bro. Like it's crazy to hear some of the like. Don't get me wrong, like one of the biggest. It's hard to call it a critique because it's like the beats beat some of the best part of the tracks because Turbo is that guy, you know what I mean? But I have to admit, like sometimes you could kind of predict there's gonna be oh shit guitar and 808s. You know what I mean? Um, I wish a little bit that he could experiment with sounds like he did with God, the song with the fucking mandolin in the background. Do 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 do. Fucking oh my fluent. It's in the mud. No. I came out the mud. And I don't need a hug. And I mean, they're doing too much. Shopping on what? And they no more shopping for me. Like, bro, the way like his pitch corrections midway through vibes is insane. Um, the dude could hop on R&B songs. He could rap on dancehall, fucking Afrobeat, straight just rapping, speaking shit. Like he's lyrical too. Like I'm not even gonna say that. Like I'm not even gonna front. He's lyrical as shit. Um, but yeah, that his recent album that just came out, I didn't finish it yet, but I did listen to One of One. He's really speaking his shit. He's letting his whole heart fucking show. You know what I mean to his people. So I feel like he's on a whole different wave. He matured his sound to a point where he again just created a whole new category for himself, and rightfully so. His album is what #1 on the billboards right now, or close to it, and a lot of people mad, but shit, I mean, you can't argue with talent. You know what I mean? Look at how smooth this game's running now. Like decent, you know what I mean? As soon as I get into an actual like active story mission, it's gonna start shitting itself like a scratched up PS2 game. I want to put this on full screen for y'all, but I'm scared that it's gonna mess up the vibes. Keep changes. What? No. Wait. Keep changes. Save. Does that always do that? Oh no. Why does it keep closing out like that? Is it because I'm not on windowed full screen? execute changes. What does that mean? Oh, that's so fucking sick. Alright, so that means I could go in between. Perfect. I never knew what windowed full screen does, meant, but this is sick. Look at that. Look at that. Seamless. Seamless. We're on the Switch. I mean, honestly speaking, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I did look up a leveling guide for the witch, cause what I got going on right now, it ain't working. But look, I'm on the right path. I mean, there was only realistically like three options to pick from. I did already pick Contagion, which is a recommendation, 100%. Essentially, Contagion just, you shoot it at one enemy, kill that enemy, and then it spreads the chaos to other enemies around. And this damage over time is pretty quick damage over time, too. It'd be fucking up fodder enemies like they're nothing. And then this is the ability that I feel like I need to put martial tempo or something like some type of support gem on it, cause God is the fucking animation slow. I swear. And then sometimes it's like it's so slow that enemies have a chance to basically get away from it. Like it's almost like a boss move where it's telegraphed fairly easily. So you know, to each its own, but it's it's apparently part of it, but luckily I don't need to use it for too long because we're gonna start getting into I think Flame Wall is one of them. There's another one. We could use Spark too. Spark is also a decent one. Like we're really going to full elemental. Frost Bomb I think is another leveling strat to use, and you just kind of combine all three until you eventually get Withering Beam or Withering Strike or some shit like that. And then you combine Withering Strike with Contagion to just basically like null and void most most enemies. Uh, we're gonna try to keep boosting our spirit too, so we could have more um, skeletons. Let me pull up this real quick. So skeletal warriors right here. First two minions summon have no base spirit preservation. Activate to summon. Activate to summon reviving skeletal warriors. First two minions summon have no base preservation. What's up, Fiona? Look, be honest. You a bot? Because if it's the case, I don't want no art. That motherfuckers be spamming my chat. And they be sounding like real people. That should be getting me tight. And I kind of figured, yep, you can eat my ass. But yeah, we gotta get more spirit. Right now, spirit reservation is, I think it's alright. Hold on. Alright, I'll believe you. But I'm doing, and the stream just started, so nothing too crazy so far. Appreciate you. You in a Path of Exile? Anyways, yeah, I'm so sad all of my fucking shit is gone. Damn, that's sad. But yeah, I don't think we get Withering Strike. Um, until like I think Spirit Skill Gem 3, if I'm not mistaken. Play some other games every so often, but right now we're doing a Path of Exile playthrough because 0.3 just dropped, so I'm gonna be playing this for a little bit. What I realized is before, oh, you don't play this game? You should get into it. It's a free weekend right now. You can literally download the game without having to buy a supporter pack. It's gonna be free when it like fully drops, but um, I mean, if you want to test out the game, definitely try it during this free playthrough weekend. I don't know if it's completely like done yet. I don't think it's done, if I'm not mistaken. The fuck is that? I'm from New York. See, so if you spread contagion before you kill them, they end up spreading, and then also they make these little scorpion buddies that help you out. Every time you kill an enemy, they end up spawning from that enemy, so that's always fun. I don't know if there's a cap. I haven't really found out if there's a cap yet. But we're gonna go balls to the wall with minions for sure. I want to get as much as I can. From the UK? Holy crap. Damn, my stream's making it all the way to the UK, huh? It's crazy. Yo, my minions is just doing the work for me at this point. All I need is some items, that's all, that's all. Oh, holy crap. Alright, so this is the riff right here. Is this not an abyss? Am I tripping? No, I'm good. Thank you though, Fiona. I already got somebody doing art for me. I figured it's kind of art. I already working with somebody on my side, but I appreciate you though. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. Oh God. No. Oh fuck. I gotta code that flask as something different. Cause right now I'm playing with my mouse. You know what? Let's play a little bit with this. There's only 2 buttons. Yo, Contagion does so much fucking damage. I wouldn't have died just now there if I could have fucking no-scoped my flask button, but apparently I couldn't. There should be a bigger radius for the checkpoint too. Because I'm tired of like walking directly past the checkpoint. It's only because I didn't step foot in front of its eyesight. Look at that. Oh my god. This witch build is going to be fun. This witch build is going to be fun. I gotta start playing like a little bit defensively though. I have to start. Shh. Nice. Because I noticed that I'm trying to play this shit like I'm playing a monk, and you can't really do it like that. I need some boots for. Oh, wait. I don't even need those boots. Boom. 10% increased movement speed, 8%. 1.7 life regeneration per second. 5 to intelligence, max speed. 6 to dexterity. I'm fucking at it. By the way, oh, I don't know if I can show y'all my character, but what is this? Raw destruction. 16% increased spell damage. Minions deal 16% increased damage. That's always great. That's fantastic. I'm already salivating at my mouth. So where are we gonna go with this? I could completely follow the level guide, which mostly just kind of follows this in a straight line. Or we can see what else we got here. We definitely need some defensive nodes with this because I know that the witch is kind of squishy, so having some type of defensive load would be great. I didn't really see them go to this avenue too much, but I think going with an increased mana regeneration rate on the bottom, what is this, 10, 25, so that's 35, 45% increase. Mana regeneration would be really, really good. This is energy shield, this is mana regeneration right here too, so honestly, I could probably sink like maybe a couple nodes into there, but splitting it really doesn't make sense. Um, Power to the dead, so Power to the dead minions deal 20% increased damage, and minions have 4% increased attack and cast speed. Always great, especially with the skeletal warriors. Once we get into the archers, it's probably going to definitely be something that's going to be impacted for sure. Well, not impacted, but it's going to apply a really good impact because the archers are most likely going to have like less reload speed. So after going through here, this is if I was going for the full elementalist build. Which, I mean, honestly speaking, with the fact that you could respec, I think for leveling in the beginning, I'm most likely going to have to go through here. 30% increased spell damage, but 5% reduced cast speed. I mean, I'm kind of playing a slower game, so that shouldn't hinder me too much. I could probably compensate that with like some type of item, maybe some gauntlets. Um, Energy shield, recharge rate. 16% increased critical hit chance for spells, 8% increased cast speed if you dealt a critical hit lately. See? So this one, cast speed. Yeah, so this one could basically counteract the pain of this one, so I might do this. And criticals might be the wave too, if I'm not mistaken, because witches can hit that critical multiplier pretty quickly. Exposure. Exposure is a type of debuff that lowers the affected enemy total resistance, but uh, increase exposure effect, increase elemental damage. Now, here's the thing I'd be confused about, because elemental damage, fire, cold, and lightning. Okay, so it doesn't count as chaos. Um, Again, if I'm going elementalist, I'll probably go that route. 20% increase freeze buildup. Offerings? Offering skills target an active skeletal minion to create an offering spike. Offering spikes can Offering spikes grant various buffs to you and your enemies and can even directly damage enemies. Offering skills are themselves damageable minions and their buffs are when they die. Interesting. I think it's like when you kill corpses, maybe. I can be your best. I can be your best friend. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Baby, yeah, you stress again. Hold on. So it's just buffs for your minions? Yeah, it's when you fucking destroy the corpses. So yeah, I think we're going to have to do that at some point. Maybe I'm not too sure. Uh, this is going straight elemental, but where is there chaos damage somewhere? I would have to go all the way around. So if I was to go this route, because I would need to get the mana regeneration, so boom, boom, boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is these? Cover 2% mana on kill. I might mess around with a cursor too. Let's see. But this is where we're actually going to. So it might take up to 11 or 12 skill points to get there. Yeah, we'll see. What's over here as well? So you got stun threshold 30%. Stun threshold. I'm not really doing a lot of stun. I feel like I'm going to be doing dot damage most of the time. So anything that does damage over time would be great. Spells chance to fire 2 projectiles. 40% increase. 50% increase energy. Meta skills? Sick. Meta skills are just your support. I mean, not support, your spirit gems. So any spirit gems gain 15% increase energy. Uh, I don't know if that's specifically like. Oh, I'm sorry. Like it is spirit gems, but it's spirit gems that specifically like can socket a gem. So sometimes you have things like cast on minion death, can't cast on critical, stuff like that. So if you're going into those type of builds and you notice that a lot of the abilities are able to be socketed into the meta skills, fucking do it. You know what I mean? And then I guess this will help you out, give you 15% increase energy. So 50% chance to not destroy corpse. Offerings cannot be damaged if they have been created recently. I want to do like a. I will. I wish we could do the corpse bomb builds. I don't know if that's still popular. I might try it out. Uh, I guess we got. Well, we know a general area where we're thinking about going. Let's go ahead and start putting some tags on here. So chaos. So around here we're looking at this is probably the best chaos damage. Spiral into insanity. Well, that spiral into insanity is fairly closer, so I could probably do this one. And then this gives me some increased chaos res too. I was going through the inside circle, and I feel like that would be unnecessary. If I was to go up here, then we would have increased chaos damage enemies. You curse have 3%. Oh shit, Void. That's actually not that bad. Because when you curse an enemy, they now have negative 3% to their chaos res. That's just more damage penetrating for you. Minions have 20% increase maximum life. That's great. Minions regenerate 3% of maximum life per second. That's fucking fire. I didn't even know they could regenerate health. And the minions have 13% to chaos damage. Chaos resistance. Wow. Black Flame Covenant fire spells convert 100% of fire damage to chaos damage. Chaos damage from fire spells contributes to flammability and ignite magnitudes. Whoa. Ignite inflict. We might have to go with Black Flame Covenant. I know they're going with like a fireball build for that. Um, they're doing like firewall and yeah, firewall, fireball, a whole bunch of shit. Um, and the builds that I've been seeing with that, like you throw out one and then it disperts into like a million other orbs that just keep disperting. Super fucking sick. We might have to look into that. Chaos Res, 8% of physical damage as chaos damage. Maximum life is 1. Immune to chaos damage and bleeding. Excuse me? Oh, I guess you're gonna have to stack energy shield or just not get hit. But yeah, we got some chaos nodes around, like pretty cool. Wait, so they said type multiple keywords by separating them with a space. Chaos. So if we're going with fire damage, right? So let's do fire real quick. I mean, the strength would be okay, I guess. Explosive impact might be nice. That's pretty cool if you're incorporating some ice in there. Increase fire damage, increase cold damage. I might maybe dabble into here, probably. Um, +1 to maximum fire infusions. Some skills can create elemental infusion remnants. No, what? They be throwing words at me, bro. Okay, I guess I can't do that. Picking up the remnant grants you the infusion for 20 seconds or until it is consumed by another skill. You have enough 3 infusions. So that consumes infusions specifically mention the types of infusions they can consume and the benefits of doing so. If a skill repeats or reoccurs, each of them must consume an infusion separately to gain the effect. Okay, that's pretty sick. And then this is where the damage penetrates 18%, 6% elemental damage is extra fire damage. So we might just build into minions with the black flame. The minions will probably be more, but I want them to do crazy shit. Like I want them to fucking mob bosses and just like take their lunch money. Minions have 3% increased attack speed. This one seems good. Minions have plus 20% to all elemental resistances. Minions have plus 5% to all maximum elemental resistances. That's really good. Minions have 20% increased area of effect. Minions have 20% increased cooldown rate. Yeah, because you kind of have to spec them the same way that you are. You know what I mean? You boost them the same way that you do. Um, Minions deal 30% increased damage if you eat. If you've been hit recently, yeah, I'm gonna need that because I be getting slapped for no fucking reason. Uh, what else we got here? Yeah, I'm gonna just eat up this row here because I feel like this is the best route for right now. Um, maybe I'll divert for a quick second, sync the next 2 nodes after I get this one. Um, or maybe 3, just to get that mana regeneration up. I do kind of want the increased cast speed too, but I be going real top heavy in my builds and shit. So don't mind me. uh, but yeah, I'm gonna show y'all path of building in a few. Because I feel like path of building is definitely an essential tool that I already showed. Well, I kind of already showed you how it worked the other day. I made a path of building episode not too long ago. Did I? Actually, I can't remember if I did. I feel like I did, or it might be just one of those deja vu moments. Uh, no, I think I did a video on Exiled Exchange, right? Let's see some else sounded.
Coming for you, nigga.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Let's save that. If I start going down in frames, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to. See, it's already kind of frame dropping a little bit. They kind of have to configure their audio just a little bit. I don't know why it's taking up so much. I don't know what it's probably taking up, like resources or whatever, but I just noticed that sometimes when you have the volume on, it tends to drop frames a lot. And it's crazy because if you look at the metrics, sorry, I thought my girlfriend woke up. But if you look at the metrics, it doesn't like it doesn't look like it. It be saying that it's the network that's dropping. Oh, nice. Let's go ahead and use that skill gem real quick. So, a gas arrow on command? I'm gonna get flame roll real quick. Should I do flame wall or should I do spark?
Flame wall ignites enemies caught within it. Any projectiles that pass through the...
Oh, I'll be dumb defensive. I'll be so fucking defensive now. Let me go ahead and put this here. Boom. Is there not a consume? Fuck them up. Fuck them up, my Xenomorphs. Fuck them up. Yes. Do that tonight and I'll get you bagel bites. Fucking hate bagel bites. Either I make them wrong or what, I don't know what, but it never comes out right. Never. It's always soggy. Do y'all bagel bites do the same shit? That's why I like Hot Pockets. Oh. Bidia! Bidia! Listen to me, Bidia! You are not yourself, Bidia! Fucking ignite, bitch! Is it getting hot in here? Do not take off your clothes. I feel like that's a sight I do not want to see right now. Fuck her up! Fuck her up! What's up, Soph? Yeah. I don't. I told the other one I wasn't really interested. That wasn't really interested. Fucking their art. They just keep coming, I'm gonna be honest. But one of my boys agreed that he's gonna try to do my modding for me, so should be straight. Yeah, they're infest like fucking roaches. It's crazy. Is the abyss finally open? Let's see. Cause I got fucked up by the abyss before. Maximum mana and dex. I feel like that was a little bit better. Ooh. Yes, sir. Thank you. I still need a helmet though. Grant skill level 2 lightning bolt. I just want to check to see if there's abyss open. I'm still trying to kind of understand. Is this not an abyss? Is it not ready? Okay, well, I guess that one is probably closed. I don't know. Maybe I have to come back during business hours. But let's go ahead to the Grail Woods. I don't think there's anything else I have to worry about. Mudborough, already knocked that out. That's cool. Yeah, let's go. We'll take a little dabberooski. Give me 1 second. Dabberoo. Thank you so much. It's Gunna's Gunna's Who You Foolin'. I forgot which song I put there. I have to change it for the month. Every month I want to change it to a different song or something, but I also want to like see if I can make a playlist because I know hearing that song on repeat could probably drive people insane. So, uh, um, but I want to start seeing if I could endorse other artists and like, you know, indie artists and stuff. And they can send their music if they're okay with me playing it. I'll go ahead and plug their shit. I would love to do that. I don't know if I can. I don't know if skeletal archers is the wave, but they really lowered down the drop rate of some fucking support gems. I feel like I would have added another support gem by now. I have to. I keep forgetting I have fucking flame wall now. Look at that. Look at the bro. I'm not even doing nothing. I could really go over here and fucking sightsee, and my minions are just gonna go off of these motherfuckers. Somebody could just breathe in my general direction. I don't even think that was enemies. I think that was an NPC I was supposed to talk to. Oh god. I'm definitely gonna need to start using some mana regeneration modifiers on here. I'm gonna hit up Tyler in a few too. We'll play some 5-minute raid with Ty. Speaking of that, I'm gonna message this nigga right now. Look at this. Look at this shit that's pops up on my timeline. Are we supposed to be living in the golden generation? Dude's talking about Sparking Zero's dead. Sparking Zero's, bro. I hate when games are fun and people just hate it for no reason. They're mad because the game isn't balanced. Back on the PS2, balancing wasn't even in fucking game developers' dictionaries. It didn't matter. If the shit was sick, they put it in. Krillin is supposed to be ass. I'm sorry. It's not gonna be a situation like fucking Yamcha in Fighter Z. It's not supposed to be a competitive fighter. They tried to do the same thing with Xenoverse. I swear, like, bro, people just be fucking doing the most. They're doing the same thing with fucking Rebirth of Soul.
Well,
The game has
well,
been out for
who
less than a
is
couple of
this
months.
that adorns
You know
the
what I mean?
clear
Like, they just
souls?
added a whole ranked system. Like, it's the first time Bleach has had a game
What
in, I think,
happened
like
here?
10 years. So they're not gonna be, fantastic out the fucking gate, but at least give them a fucking chance.
Bring the
Look at,
runes to him, and
No
then,
Man's Sky.
perhaps,
People
we
shit
shall
on that
find some
game
answers.
for fucking, I don't even know, it was like 2, 3 years straight. Rightfully so though, because the fucking CEO or the game director did make a whole bunch of promises and then just like said no, we can't do it at the end. But at every interview, this dude was they were like, "Is it gonna be a MMO where you could meet people and things of that nature?" He was like, "Yeah, but the universe is so vast, we're not even too sure if you'll find them, but you can." Um, Things like that. Fucking uh, different what is it called? He said like different worlds. We're gonna have like different aliens. There's gonna be combat. There's gonna be like spaceship customization, all types of shit. And the game was just bare bones when it dropped, and people were like felt like they were lied to their face, which they were. And they bullied this fucking game company until essentially they kind of did end up fixing it later on. Um, and to see what the game turned out to be, due to that pushback by the community, I mean, it's night and day. Like, the game feels like what he was trying to do in the beginning. It's just, if he would have been honest and said, like, yo, bro, I made a lot of promises. I want to do them. But the time frame that I got going on, and also the problem was he kept pushing it back. But, you could have been like, I'm going to be real with you. This shit is harder than I thought. My bad, gang. But I'm going to get it to y'all. Just give me a chance to get it out. You know what I mean? But they did bully the shit out of him, and here's the thing I'm gonna say is right. If it's an unplayable piece of shit, call it that. Developers are so worried about money nowadays that they're gonna think like, oh, you know what, investing more money into a game that people are already considering dead makes no sense to us anymore. We might as well scrap this idea and move on to another idea because they already got this fucking figure in their head. Like, why do they? You know what I mean? Like, the developers start getting this idea in their head that like no, there's nothing that we can do that would essentially like fix the situation. You know what I mean? And then they just move on to the next idea. And now something that could have the potential of like No Man's Sky to fix where it's at right now and move on to shit, something even better. Because I can admit, Rebirth of Souls does have kinks, but there's a way to relay constructive criticism without pushing developers to fucking scrap a game when all they really need to do is put in a little bit of work to fix it. You know what I mean? Awakening animations in the game. The shit looks so fucking beautiful. The game looks gorgeous. You know what I mean? Compared to a lot of other fighters, like a lot of other fighters, not only fighters but other games in general, top tier fucking graphics. Now, when it comes to the gameplay is it plays completely different than anything else that I've ever played. It completely is a clusterfuck. When you first get your hands on it, it's such a weird feeling because you expect the game to be a lot faster at first, but then you realize it's more of a defensive game, and it's almost like a game of rock paper scissors. I would stream it, but it's on my Xbox, and I gotta like get up. Figure out the capture card situation for it. I will though at some point, but I refuse to buy the game again on Steam. But yeah, no, like the character roster was great. I feel like they touched on everybody from before Thousand Year Blood War, but DLC obviously is gonna increase that. They just dropped two dope ass characters so far. Thousand Year Blood War Ichigo and then Unahana. So those three, they just dropped them. Um, they all play really, really good. Extremely slow paced. A lot more defensive. It almost feels like rock paper scissors. In that sense of the aspect, I feel like yes, I understand. It's not as high intensity action as what I thought it would have been. Like I thought it would have been like the anime where everybody's just like going at fucking lightning speed, clashing swords and shit. But no, it's like you kind of wait to see what your opponent does and then you react. things of that nature, you know. So, but that to me is not too much of a bad thing if they could expand on it, give you more options, um, give you more options in the sense of combos too, because I feel like the combos are very samey. Yeah, like the gameplay was it was like it's disappointing in the sense that it wasn't what we expected for sure. But the core of it, if this is what they want to stick with, it could definitely work. They just need to expand on it because right now it's too simple. It's way too simple. You know, they could, and there's a lot of shit that just isn't necessary. Um, I one day I'll play the game and I'll break it down more, but there's a lot of stuff that I feel like is unnecessary in that. I feel like the reawakening system could kind of be tweaked a little bit. Actually, the reawakening's fine. It's the kompakus that you gotta have to tweak a little bit because sometimes the count doesn't make sense, but also, you know, each character really does play separate from everybody else. That's what I give a big plus to. Like each character is almost it's almost like a Marvel Rivals character if that makes sense, where it has like special abilities within itself, and you know they have like fucking buffs and debuffs that they could cast on themselves. It's sick. It's fucking sick. Like that's what I like about it, because each character really does feel individual to that point. Like there's a lot of games nowadays that doesn't necessarily reuse animations anymore because I feel like that's a thing of the past. People are gonna catch that too quickly. Except Tekken. Tekken still reuses assets. It doesn't matter. Um, but uh, Bleach Rebirth of Souls, absolutely not. I would say that game, like each one of the characters, down to their just basic animations, felt unique in both style, the way that it's designed, um, beautiful, but also in the length. Like if certain characters have shorter swords, like higher reach and stuff like that, um, and some characters just have bigger wingspans, so they have longer reach. And it like the animations compensate for that. You know what I mean? They really, really perfected in the animation department, in my personal opinion. You know, but can it be faster? Yes. Just increase that game speed by like 10%, 20%, for real. Add way more costumes for all the characters. And then of course add Thousand Year Blood War and shit. And I feel like this would be it would be cool as fuck if they could do like battle worn damage, like you get battle damage throughout it. You know what I mean? Or you know, go balls to the wall with like the ailments and shit. Like fucking you know, have Kyoka Soigetsu cast confusion, and as your character gets more and more confused, they start like getting stunned in a sense, and they gotta like hold their head and shit. It would be super sick. Like just go to that point. Like make it an RPG fighting game. With pre-made characters, of course, but an RPG fighting game nonetheless. Anyways, we are at PoE too, so I could ramble about Rebirth of Souls all day. I ain't even gonna lie. That game doesn't deserve all the hate. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, the game is fun. The game has a lot of kinks, don't get me wrong, but to say it's dead on arrival is crazy. There is good shit about the game. Criticize. Why? Don't put yourself down for no reason. The only times you should put yourself down is if it helps you motivate yourself, if that makes sense. There's some people that I know that genuinely need to, you know, say that, but at the same time, what? You are not. I'm telling you. It's because of the school. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you feel dumb, if I go to your classes, yeah, I'll definitely feel like a fucking shrimp. Trust me, fuck. I know unnecessary knowledge. It's not like helpful shit. I don't, oh fuck. No! I always do that. I always click tab. And it fucks me up every time. Alright. Trust me, you are light years ahead in the knowledge department. Well, what makes you feel like that? What's up? I just be chilling. Oh shit. Wanna hear a fun fact about me? I can't multitask. I suck at multitasking. And it's not like if I'm doing more than 2 activities. No, I'm talking about like more than 1 activity. That's why I low-key wanted to do Twitch too, because I wanted to be better at that. Like talking as well as playing games, because when I'm like locked in, like right now, bro, you could hear a pin drop in this fucking room. But yeah, I can't multitask for shit. When it comes to driving, because I have to relearn how to drive, um, my me and my girl, like she be talking to me, and I'm just like, like bro, I'm locked the fuck in. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't scared of driving. I'm scared of other drivers, because other drivers be fucking tripping. What happened? Oh, but here's the thing. Book knowledge is one of the most unappreciated arts, because book knowledge is knowledge that lasts forever, in my personal opinion. Like the not like the things that I gain through connections, it helps me out in future conversations and stuff like that. But a lot of the times, I don't really think about it that often. But the thing with book knowledge is, right, especially with the stuff that you're like learning, you are gonna be affecting the world in a way that actually like matters. Oh shit. Sure, making connections are cool, but what? It's okay. It's fucking fine. Trust me, nobody is. Even, did you know Albert Einstein was like self-taught basically? Like he studied, yeah, he definitely studied, but he also like didn't understood a lot of the stuff that he was saying, and nobody else around him can. You know what I mean? Like he had to figure out that shit for himself. So trust me, nobody else like book knowledge just gets you through the door. You have to now apply it, you know? That's what I like. I read a lot of self-help books, right? So a lot of things I read is like, for instance, I just read The Art of War by Sun Tzu. It's a basic ass book. A lot of people read it already, but I never read it before, and I read it for the first time. Ah, I love reading. I fucking love reading. That's my favorite pastime. When I'm outside of here, I be like, whether it's comic books, manga, or just like actual books. Like, I love it. My goal one day is to like, if I do get a decent sized crib, I don't want nothing crazy, but you ever saw SpongeBob's library? Like he has a big ass library, and it's just like books like skyscrapers high in this pineapple shaped house. But I want to have something like that. Yeah, I wanna have something like that. I like books. Books in all aspects. I've been getting into self-help books just because I wanted to take psychology in college and I didn't get to. And I feel like psychology and kind of working on your mental state is a powerful skill as well that I feel like everybody should learn. And certain books can really put you on a good path with that. Give you a different way to put things in perspective about your life. I want to be a CEO one day. I want to be like, you know what I mean? And a CEO, like not just a regular CEO. Like I want to be the CEO. I want to be the motherfucker, like the final boss of a fucking anime or some shit. Like on some crazy shit. Like I'm gonna change the world. Peep game. I'm telling you. It's just gonna take me some time. That's it. I'll change the world one day. 100%. Bro, I didn't get shit from that. You better give me a fucking support gem too. Even if I don't, as long as I like be able to talk to people like y'all and like do the same thing that other people did for me and just like spread, whatever I learned or whatever I experienced to y'all, and hopefully it's something that y'all could do the same that I did with the information that I learned, just like apply it to yourself. And you know, I tell people now, make it a great day. I just learned that the other day from a lady in an Uber. I think I told y'all already about that story, but um, yeah, I started saying that, and honestly, it's been like helpful as shit. So I was taking an Uber to work, and this lady, she was a nice, sweet lady. She travels. She does like real estate all across like the country, but she also travels. And I remember her telling me that she was in some foreign area, and same thing. She got into a taxi, and the guy at the end, after he dropped her off, he said, "Make it a good day." And she asked why'd you word it like that? Isn't it have a good day? He's like, yeah, you can have a good day, but when you make it a good day, it means that you're in control of your day. That means that you have the power of choice um, when it comes to how the outcome of your day is. If you end the day angry, it's because you chose to be angry at the end of the day. But if you make it a good day, if you tell yourself that no matter what life throws at me today, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to see the good in today. If you spill coffee on your shirt, damn, it's hard to justify that because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm gonna be pissed. But let's say after that, you know, um, one of your coworkers randomly sees you drop your coffee, they buy you they buy you another coffee, and guess what? That coffee was made 2 times better than the last coffee that you got. Things like that. You know what I mean? It's just the way that you look at things. It's a bad example, but um, it's be in control of your day. Be in control of your life. Be in control of your emotions. And always tell yourself that yeah, it's bad, but it could be worse. You know, it could be worse. I could be not breathing right now. I could be in a way more stickier situation. I'm breathing. I'm happy, somewhat. I have good energy around me. I'm surrounding myself with good energy, and that's a big key. Make sure to always have good people around you. Like, and when I mean good people, it's like you can tell in your heart that those people are good people. Like you should be able to feel comfortable and not have to side eye motherfuckers that you around or question their actions, if that makes sense. And if you do have to question their actions, they should be comfortable enough with you to be able to check them in those situations. Because anybody who's around me, I always want the best for them. And anybody who's with me represents me, same way I represent them. And I would never want to make them look idiotic. You know what I mean? Energies make sense. Energies matter. Exactly. If you're ever like, and you could test this out yourself, whenever you're angry, listen to your body for a second. Your body tenses up, it's harder to breathe. Um, your mind doesn't even feel good. You even feel a little bit sick in a sense. It's not a comfortable feeling. And knowing me, I mean, I've been burned by the stove a lot of times. Now I don't like fucking getting burned. You feel me? So I'm not gonna seek getting burned again. It's the same way with your emotions. It's like you angry, but you know the feeling of how what anger feels like. And it doesn't feel good. But when you're positive, when you're giving compliments, when you're forgiving, when you let off this weight of darkness in your like inside you, just let it out. You feel weightless. You could take a deep breath in and it doesn't hurt coming out. I used to, bro, I still do that. It's sometimes like it's a habit that's hard to get out of. You know what I mean? I learned of strategies with myself where it's just like I realize isolation is the best thing for me. I like to be by myself if I'm not in the best of moods. And if people do approach me, I learn to be respectful in the way that, like, it's not your fault, I'm not feeling the best today. Probably it's the best to avoid me, type shit. Um, things of that nature. If they continue to persist, then at that point, yeah, exactly. So, like, if they persist beyond that point, then you deserve a cuss out. But, like, if I tell you from the jump that, like, I'm not the type of person that likes to talk about my feelings and shit, I'm trying to get more comfortable with that with the people around me and the people I'm comfortable with. Um, but, um, it's a skill that just you need to work on over time. I'll say the same. Like, I'm still dealing with it up till now. The key, though, is to understand that, like, you controlling it is hard, but at least control it to the extent where it's more diverted onto you. Because if you're feeling the impact, you're going to want to change that rather than exerting it on other people. Because in a sense, exerting it on other people kind of makes you feel good. Not like it's a release. It kind of lets you off, but at the same time, it's not a positive way of releasing that anger. You know what I mean? But if you internalize it, but a good way of internalizing it, not the internalizing where you just internalize it and forget about it. No, internalize it, comprehend it, understand why you're upset, and then slowly within yourself start working on solutions to your problem. You know? Um, and take your time with it. Take your time with your emotions. Don't force yourself to be happy. Don't force yourself to forget about it. Forget it, like, not forget about it, but be content with it. Be content with it when you're ready. If you need to kind of sit with yourself and be a little steamy, it's cool. But release it in some way. Release it in a positive way. Figure out a hobby that you like. Painting, drawing, video games, fucking something. Find an outlet for that shit. Boxing, working out, uh, you know, something outside of work. Who is the nicest soul, and I treat him like shit when I'm angry, even though it's never his fault. I feel like the shit he says, yeah. I mean, like I completely like I'm a single. Well, I do have siblings, but I didn't grow up with them, right? So, but how I always imagine brothers and sisters, right, is they no matter what life like puts you through, the one constant in your life, even beyond your mom and dad, because mom and dad relationships can be shaky, but I feel like the highest loyalty that you have in your life is your brother and sister. That's your blood. That's somebody who is going through the same shit as you in just a different path, you know. This is somebody that no matter what, you can hit them up. Yeah, but it's like you say you treat him like shit and stuff, but I don't think he sees it like that either. Cause the thing is like he understands what you could be going through, and he won't judge you off of it. Cause I know at the end of the day, if you were ever in a situation and you needed him, regardless of whatever you said in the past, he'd be there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like like if you can acknowledge that, because I had to do the same thing with other people too. But if you can acknowledge that and understand that, that's something that you're already taking the first step towards that. Always remind him, like, I may turn up every once in a while, but I'm working on that. But I want you to know I love you, and remind him of that. But also don't repeat the pattern as much as often, and really work on it and show him. If you slip up once or twice, it's okay because he'll know you're working on it. But trust me, brothers and sisters, I hope he does. I hope he gets that. But yeah, I'm always the best to him, but just not when I'm angry. I love him. Yeah, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, look, as long as he knows that you're always in his best interest, that's all that matters, and you're perfectly fine on that. But when you upset, like I said, working on that is just working on being angry, like in general. Like I told you before, you're just find an outlet for that shit. I'm telling you, once you like try a whole bunch of shit. People don't want to try shit no more. Try a whole bunch of shit. Just if you never painted before, get a canvas and some paint. Try it out. If you don't like it, fuck it, throw it out, move on to the next thing, you know? Um, or, keep at it. Maybe you don't like it the first time, but maybe try a different method. Maybe try finger painting, try something else, but find an outlet. I'm telling you, if you find an outlet and all day you're looking towards that outlet, it'll make you feel less angry to like throughout the day. Like, damn, my day's going shitty, but I know when I get home, I'm about to do like some pottery or some shit, calm myself down, make a good ambiance with yourself. Set some good music up, like things of that nature, and just be by yourself for a little bit. Telling you, solidarity is powerful if you know how to use it. For real, 100%. I be rambling a lot. I'm sorry. I be rambling on like a motherfucker. Hey, it's a start. We all go through periods in life where like it's not that you don't get happy about anything. It's that you got to give things a chance. You know. You got to give things a chance. I was the same way. I was going through a period in my life where a lot of things were going downhill. You know, not to get too deep, but I've been homeless. I've been a whole bunch of shit. Um, there was times where I felt the same way. There was nothing to be happy about. What I did realize though, what I'm happy about? I'm happy that every day I woke up and I was looking forward to getting better. And then I realized that when I said that out loud, I started to slowly figure out that I considered my day shitty, but if I looked at it, like when I was homeless, like I may have started the day with no bread. By the end of the day, I probably had a shitty day, but guess what? I had like $2, $5, $10 in my pocket. I could get me some little chill to eat. You know, like things of that nature. Like you find something to be good about it. Don't it like even if you can't find something about yourself to be good, like feel good about, find something in others to feel good about. One of your homies just found out that they about to get married. Well, they about to have a baby or something. That's fucking good news. And even if it happened 2 or 3 days ago, and you having a shitty day after 3 days, think back on that. Like, I'm Muslim, and in my religion, it's always like recommended always look at people below you, not above you. That's what I'm saying. Like, and uh, with that thesis in mind, like, you know, there is always somebody that has it shittier. I watch documentaries on documentaries all the time, and it's like watching these things make me realize. And I watch a lot of documentaries on my own country. I'm from Trinidad, and I watch things like there's I don't even want to get into details about the shit that be going on, but it's ruthless down there. And I look back at when I was homeless, and I'm like, I could be homeless and sleep on a park bench. I can't do that in Trinidad. I will get decapitated in my sleep. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. You see? Exactly. Look at that. Like you put it perfectly. If you don't have a car, look at someone who doesn't have a bike. And if you don't have a bike, people don't even have legs. That's completely true. And people don't have legs, guess what? You're still breathing. At the end of the day, that is always the constant that you could always refer back to. My day was the worst, but I'm breathing. That means tomorrow has an opportunity to be better. And going back to the beginning of the conversation, make it a great day. That's what I'm saying. You have that mentality within you. It's hard to have shitty days. There's gonna be shitty days. It's unavoidable, but you'll have less of them. Trust me. 100%. Where are you from, Sophie, if you don't mind me asking? I don't know. You probably mentioned it before. You've been here in a couple of times, so you're an OG at this point. Um, where are you from? Oh yeah, Cali, Cali, Cali. I remember that. Don't feel ungrateful. Have you ever thought about, and again, at the end of the day, this is just me learning from you. But was med school your first option? Like, was med school the thing that you were dreaming of doing? Or did you have something previously that you wanted to accomplish? And guess what? Sometimes you learn about your dreams and you kind of take a look into the microscope and realize that there's a lot of layers to your dreams, good ones and bad ones. Like I said, I love music, but I mean, if we look at the music industry right now, it's so exploited in so many different ways. Like and this, it can't even compare to the like the medical department. Trust me, like it's a creative towards an actual necessary need for society. So you have, like things that you could break down for me, but I'm talking far as the music industry because that's like a dream of mine, right? I always thought it was just like you get in the studio, you bust out a track, you get paid, you have fun, go back, repeat the process all over again. Like that's how I always thought making music was, right? Um, Come to find out, it is infested with managers that are greedy and money hungry, that's trying to milk you for every dollar and will smile in your face. You have record labels that are literally full fledged lying to people, or not even lying, but exploiting the fact that you're getting people from low income societies and, genuinely from all across the world who has never been in a situation like this, and you bombard them with shit that they've never seen before, and you coerce them into signing their life away with monetary items, big fucking checks in the beginning and stuff like that. But then you don't break down the fact that shit like this, you break it down in the actual contract, but you don't break it down to the person face to face that they're eventually gonna have to give that loan back. They think that it's just a sign-on bonus. No, that is not a sign-on bonus. That's a loan for your fucking business. You know what I mean? And the way that they recoup that money is from your sales. So most of the time, you're not even seeing that bag come in until you pay off whatever the fuck they gave you, which is a minuscule amount. You know what I mean? When it comes to women, unfortunately, women get exploited the most when it comes to like sexual exploitation, whatever the case is. Like the music industry is shitty in so many aspects, and it doesn't allow the artist to feel comfortable. But I say all that to say, will it divert me from wanting to one day become an artist? Absolutely not. Because I don't need to follow that path. I don't need to go down that way. Oh, did my. Oh, it's all good. You're back? Oh, it's all good. No, I was just breaking down the music industry. So, like, what I was talking about before is like you were mentioning, you know, your dream was becoming a doctor, and then finding out about the layers to it. Um, it's, yeah, like I said, it's two different, completely different zones, but I feel like it could relate in a way that it was both of our dreams. Um, when it comes to the music industry, you know, fucking, you got dirty managers that are trying to suck the artists out of their bread. You have record labels that are basically exploiting fucking, artists from like low income societies who have never seen this type of money in contracts before, and they're setting them up for failure. Straight up lying to them about the sign on bonus. People think it's just the sign on bonus. No, it is a loan for your business, and, they don't tell people that they have to like pay that back through their actual music income. Most of the time, artists, they end up not being able to recoup those funds, and now they're forever locked into like a fucking contract with Satan to pay back something that they thought was, you know, an investment into their brand, when realistically it was just a way to take your name, take your identity, milk you for whatever you have. Uh, then you have the women that unfortunately has to deal with like sexual exploitation and stuff like that, because a lot of record labels and stuff, adhere to the fact that sex sells. Um, then you have, just like the overall stigma with coming with the artists and stuff like that. It's like a lot of, I'll be honest with you, a lot of artists are fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? And constantly dealing with like Cause I never want the fame with my music. I just always wanted to release music. But you deal with a lot of shit. But I say all that to say is like, even though all of that goes on, I never let it divert me from my dream. Cause I understand that like I don't need to go down that route. I can make a whole new path. I can make a whole new path for myself. I don't need to go through the same mistakes and issues. Like I learned from that shit. I learned from other people's mistakes. I learned from what other people have done, and now I know myself. Like, don't put yourself in that situation. And I'm referring that back to your med school because if you wanted to be a doctor, keep that shit. If you knew from whatever dream you had as a kid was your first real dream, even if it was something random or like it sounded stupid, like some people want to say like, oh, I want to be like a Super Saiyan or some shit like that. On the base level, like, no, you can't be a Super Saiyan. But throughout time, I mean, that just shows an interest in manga, so maybe they want to get into graphic design later on. Like, you know what I mean? So, it whatever your dream was when you were a kid, it's a true it is your true feeling, it's your true belief and your true passion. If that's no, I feel that it's like nice and vibey, like a little bit calm. But uh but yeah, like don't let it divert you from your path. There's gonna be shitty ass aspects of anything. There is no real dream job. It is just a job. But if it's something that you always wanted to do, and this is something that you fiended about, something that you begged for, it's going to get hard, and it's never gonna stop being hard. But you working towards being better at that shows that you were made for that shit. And guess what? At the end of the day, you have the biggest accomplishment, which is making yourself proud. You feel me? At the end of the day, that is the best accomplishment. Fuck marriage, fuck everything else, fuck having a kid. Making yourself proud. Telling yourself that you're good and that you're happy with all of your decisions and you're happy with the position in your life that you're at right now. And telling yourself that like this is what I wanted, this is what I needed. Like I love it. And don't feel bad if you ever have to switch up your dreams. If you find something else that you piques your interest, try it out. But hold on, sorry. But I think you're gonna be the best damn doctor because you're. Guess what? You stick through all the tribes and tribulations, and guess what? You could be the ones to change whatever you hate. You become the best damn doctor where your voice matters, where your opinion matters, you know, where people can't walk over you or walk over your opinions, and you change the shit that you don't like, you know, or, you know, if it's just the school portion that's hard or it's like the knowledge portion, just understand that's a single hurdle. You know, there's going to be all other hurdles later on, so let this be the one that's least impactful because you're going to go through I love music. I swear. At the end, I want to try so many different things. I want to be a therapist. I want to act. I want to do a whole bunch of shit. Like, life is too short to do one thing. So I want to try all of it. But when it comes to the therapist shit, I never believed in paying for therapy. That's why I do Twitch. So I think, well, you know, sometimes you need an honest opinion from a medical professional, I guess. But I feel like, nah, for real. Like I do Twitch because I want to be able to offer shit like this. You know, people come into the chat. They need a pep talk. They need somebody to talk to, vent their problems to, and actually listen. You know what I mean? It. I feel like I don't need. I don't want to pay somebody to listen to me. Because at the end of the day, if those checks stop coming, then you stop listening. I'm alone again. At least here, people know that they ain't alone. Excuse me. That's why even if I do get big with my music, I'm always do that shit. I'm always have my Twitch running, no matter what. Promise. You never alone. Trust me. As long as I'm here, trust me. Yeah, I'm never gonna be alone on that shit. I be having my own fucking trials and tribulations myself, but I'll always make sure to put y'all first. Promise. That's why I'm hoping at some point, shit, Twitch could start sending me a bag so I could start doing this more often. Cause I would love to do this shit like so people like at work could fucking watch me and then vent while they're at work. That'd be sick. I want to start a hotline too, like how the podcast people be doing, where people like call into the stream and shit, and they could like actually talk to me. That would be sick. I'll probably do something like that on Discord or something. We'll see. Supported skills has 15% increased attack speed. I feel like the attack speed should be. Wait, is martial tempo not a thing? Like a lightning attunement, deep freeze, eternal flame. Fire damage with freeze would be insane. What am I looking for? Martial tempo. I have 15% increased attack speed, so rapid attacks 1. When do I get rapid attacks 2? Oh, rapid attacks 2 don't even come till 4. 35% increased attack speed, 50% damage. Yeah, I think we'll go up to rapid attacks too, but then with contagion, because contagion could go crazy. Debuffs inflicted with supported skills have 15% increased slow magnitude. Zenith supported spells deal 30% more damage while you're above 90% maximum max. Consume a corpse within 5 meters. Supported skills deal 30% more. Okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's put that profanity on there. I'm sorry, that shit sounds crazy. Boosting contagion seems like the wave, honestly. Damn, did my portal go away? Oh, it's still here. Fucking nice. I do gotta do something with my other abilities, but right now Flame Wall's doing great. Once I get bigger packs and there's more minions and shit. And then from the minions, you feel me? This is the only thing that this ability is used for is God, a witch is just autopilot, bro. Like, this shit is different. Fuck. They used to have a skill specifically for straight up. All right. Let me start getting them all packed out. Holy fuck. Alright. Bro, look at how much damage it's doing. Oh my god. I could technically boost, I could technically boost the,
A sister in the Grellwood. Curious.
what is this? Ooh, nice, I'll take this. That's a scepter, 2 enemies, staff. Fuck, alright, what is this gonna be? 1 to 4%, alright. They getting really stingy on that drops, but whoa. Fuck. I didn't have no healing potions. Fuck.
More mana.
I think we might have to do this one. So something like this. I'm gonna take this just in case. Place this right. That's +9 to gold resistance. Alright.
decree of the Count of Ogham.
Yes.
Would it be over here? I'm assuming so.
I will put you down.
Oh, nice. Boom.
Blood, bones, and rust. Death in abundance.
Oh. 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 Oh my god. Oh. Whoa. Oh. You're fucking playing me, bro. What the fuck I died from? Oh, you're bullshit. Oh, are you fucking serious? Did I at least take the Buckner? Alright. I didn't really see if I got anything
A
else.
relic from long ago.
Are you fucking serious? Holy crap. I'm gonna do that 10% mana. Once I get to 25, then I'll start increasing. Ooh. Yo, what the fuck? Nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Frostbomb real quick. I could do Unearth 2, Skeletal Snipers, Contagion. Hmm.
Perhaps this is what we need. Too soon.
Damn, Frostbomb!
Impudent undead. I need more time. Right. I can create
Bro, Contagion's nasty.
I need more time. That voice. He sounds like fun. No.
Thank you for at least being straight up with me.
Right. There's the first. I can create better. I need more time. very dull.
Ooh, Essence Drain.
Essence Drain is a projectile that deals chaos damage over time. This damaging debuff can be spread with the Contagion skill. Essence Drain is a projectile that deals chaos.
Bet. So, Essence Drain into Contagion. Let me do Flame Bomb and then I'll do Firewall as that, so that way, because I keep spamming Flame Wall instead of. I don't really need these. Get the fuck out of here. Tense crossbow, we're good with that. I have runes in it, I don't know. Well, and then I mean, what level are we? 26 to 29. Let's take a quick dab. I'm gonna do a little bit of this, and then I've been slacking on the shorts and stuff, but I'm gonna do that right after, and then I'm gonna probably make a quick little YouTube video as well. I have so much fucking streams to go through. My God. Still need to go back and play the Need for Speed Underground. Sorry, I didn't even mean to blow smoke in your face. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we're good on this side, right? So we just gotta go back to Clearfell real quick. I think this is Mac 1. My stomach's fucking up, I ain't even gonna lie. How come I always have smoke in my... Oh no. Did that. Bring the runes to Renly for forging. Renly, do your magic. Sick.
The tree must bend to my will.
Till next time.
Sick, thank you. I'm gonna put this as a quick little fucking exalted. I wish I could set it as like specific specific weapons. That would be sick. This is public, each individually priced. Set negotiable price on all items. One. Yeah, just eat those bitches up, bro. Same thing with this. Let's go ahead and use this little quick orb of transmutation on that bad boy. 3.9 life regeneration per second, dexterity, and then plus 14 to max mana. plus 2 this strength. Can't do anything else with those. These. Oh, it only works in windowed shit. I mean, honestly, the rest of these I could probably just. Boom. These I'm gonna sell. This one's good.
Find any cracks?
Fucking I'm gonna sell.
Welcome. If I don't got spirits in the trees, be damned. Watch yourself out there. Take a punt. You know you want to. Sure, I'll take it off your hands.
Ooh, what do I need? A good wand. Let's get a good wand. Shh, roll the dice.
Hey, not bad.
Plus 20 to maximum mana.
Watch yourself out there.
As far as currency.